I want to explain to you how to get a business credit card without a business. Sometimes you don't need to have a formal business. You don't need to have like a large enterprise to qualify for a business credit card. Okay. The cool thing is everybody wants to have a business credit card at some point, especially if you are an entrepreneur. Why? Because business credit cards can be a great way to make convenient transactions, finance purchases, streamline your accounting, and establish business credit. And those four elements are really important, especially the business credit aspect of things. So even if your business is small, even if your business is a micro business, you can still qualify for a business credit card. Okay. Now you may want to have a business credit card if you have, let's say, a sole proprietorship, or if you have a part-time gig, if you do some consulting work, or you sell goods on the side. Let's say you sell goods on a Shopify store, or Amazon, or Etsy, or have you, and you're thinking, listen, I would love to have a business credit card. And the cool thing is that you can actually, the good news, you can get a business credit card without a traditional business as long as you have a qualifying enterprise. So let me talk to you about a few things you need to really know here. So can you apply for a business credit card without a business? Of course you can. You can apply for a business credit card even if you don't own a major corporation or chain of restaurants. So depending on individual card requirements, you can apply for a business credit card even if your venture is a sole proprietorship. In other words, you have a solopreneur, like you are by yourself, you are a solopreneur. You can still qualify for a business credit card. Even if you have a side hustle, or even if you have a home-based business, you can qualify. Let me give you a few examples of non-traditional businesses that generally qualify for a business credit card. Let's say reselling items online on sites like Depop, Etsy, Poshmark, or Facebook Marketplace. Not forgetting eBay and Amazon. If you are doing house sitting, babysitting, or pet sitting, you can qualify for a business credit card. Ride share or food delivery driving. Let's say you are driving for Uber, or you're driving for Lyft. You can qualify for a business credit card. Renting properties on sites like Airbnb or Verbo, and leasing apartments or homes as a property owner. Freelance writing or editing, business consulting, and also a tutoring, teaching, or training, building websites, operating a food truck or food cart. So let me talk to you about the business credit card requirements here. So if you are asking yourself you want to get a business credit card without a business, let's first understand what the business credit card requirements are. The thing is, to apply for a business credit card, you need to provide basic information about yourself and your business. So in addition to your full name, address, social security, and annual income, be prepared to provide the following information. And I'm going to put this on the screen, and this is so important. Business name, address, and phone number. Okay. The industry you're in, the business structure, so corporation, partnership, LLC, nonprofit, or sole proprietorship, for example. So again, even if you have a sole proprietorship, you can still qualify. That's not a problem, okay? So your role in the business, are you the owner? Are you the CEO? Are you the CFO? Are you the CMO? Whatever you are, your role. You can also be a founder and a silent partner. Also the years in business, how long you've been doing this, number of employees, if any. Even if you're a sole proprietor, you can still have employees working for you. The annual business revenue. So the credit card issuer just wants to make sure they have an idea of your cash inflows and cash outflows. And the estimated monthly expenses. So here we are speaking about cash outflows. Okay. And the federal tax ID number. So this is actually the EIN for corporations and partnerships. And this can be a social security number for sole proprietors. So that's important. Now, let's talk about checking your personal credit. So unless you are applying for a corporate card in the name of your business, chances are good that your card issuer will check your personal credit and make an approval decision based on that. Okay, so we're speaking about your personal FICO. So if your business if your business has not established much or any business credit, this might be good news, right? Because then the lender is actually paying attention more to your personal credit. So as with personal credit cards, a higher credit score typically qualifies you for lower interest rates and better terms. In other words, you are able to get a low APR and a high credit limit, by the way. So that's pretty good. So if you're not really sure where your credit stands, you can actually get your free credit score by going to a site called annualcreditreport.com, and so you can get your free score anytime. And that's the law, by the way. So that's really something that's great to think about. So let me talk to you about the benefits of getting a business credit card this year. So whether you have a sole proprietorship or you have an LLC, or you have, like, if you are a sole proprietor or you are a single member LLC, you can still qualify. So although business credit cards have their pros and cons, using a business credit card for business expenses has some distinct advantages, right? So let me give you a few things you can do with a business credit card that you can't do with your personal card, or at least you should not try to do with your personal credit card. Like established business credit, I've said this before, streamline accounting, separate business and personal finances, finance inventory and expenses, and pay securely. So when I speak about establishing business credit, we are speaking about you having an account with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Business. So you want to really beef up your paydesk score to make sure that you are like in good territory, in healthy territory, so to speak. And that's really above 80. So when we speak about the paydesk score, it has to be above 80. And you also want to streamline your accounting. So using a dedicated business card makes it easier to track business expenses for, let's say, bookkeeping and tax reporting. And so even better, some business credit cards categorize spending for you. For instance, when you have Chase business credit cards or Capital One business credit cards, they will categorize expenses for you. And you also have the ability to separate business and personal finances. So that segregation is really needed and welcome, by the way. So maintaining separate business and personal finances is actually quite essential for corporations and partnerships that want to conduct themselves as a separate business entities. As a sole proprietor, you benefit by demonstrating to the IRS that you are a legitimate business and not a hobby. And you also can use a business credit card to finance inventory and expenses. So having a credit card helps you have large purchases actually financed with a card, or you can, if you need to manage cash flow, also you can use the business credit card. So for instance, if you purchase goods or services for clients and get paid back, if you get paid back later, it's just better to use a source of credit to actually do things in the short run. And you can also pay securely. So credit cards are a convenient and secure way to pay when you are making large purchases or doing transactions online. You can also set up cards with spending limits for your employees, providing them with a safe and easy way to make purchases for your business. So that's really good, especially if you are trying to really to instill an extra layer of accountability here. Let me talk to you about how to, when you think about getting a business credit card without a business, it's important to choose the right business credit card this year. So choosing a business credit card actually is kind of similar to choosing a personal credit card. In other words, you have the same method that you have to really go through, okay? You might start by researching business credit cards that align with your credit score, then zeroing in on cards that meet your individual needs. So this is one of those things where if you are already banking with an institution, start with them. If you have a bank or a credit union, start really with them and see what they have to actually offer you. Okay. Let me give you a few questions that might help you organize your thoughts. Does your business qualify for the business credit card in the first place? So business credit cards may be geared toward major corporations or smaller enterprises with modest needs. So look for a small business credit card you qualify for, one that caters to your size and style of business. And you also want to consider credit requirements. Most business credit cards require excellent personal credit, although you can find business cards for applicants with good credit, in other words, a FICO score of 670 to 739, as well as secured cards for business owners just starting out. How will you use a business credit card then? If you plan to use a business credit card for major purchases, let's say to stock up on inventory or buy manufacturing supplies, for example, you want to really methodical. You want to be methodical here. You want to look for a card with an ample credit limit and the most favorable interest rates. If you only intend to use your card for minor expenses that you will pay off every month, consider shopping for a card with low fees, okay? And you got to really ask yourself what the fees and costs are on the card so that you're not surprised in the end if they're charging you big time. Now, business credit cards typically charge annual fees, transaction fees, and late fees. So you want to review these charges before signing your card agreement. Also, business cards tend to have higher APRs than personal credit cards, so check and compare rates before choosing the right card for you. And you also want to ask yourself what the rewards and benefits are. So many business credit cards offer rewards, cashback, or 0% intro APR on purchases or balance transfers. So if you are an active card user, those benefits can add up big time. Also look for potentially useful perks such as a free additional cards for your employees or waive the foreign transactions. So that's really important. And finally, you got to really ask yourself whether you can use a business credit card for personal expenses. I mean, it's not illegal to use a business credit card for personal expenses, but many business credit cards state in their terms and conditions that they are to be used for business expenses only. So using a business card to pay for and finance personal expenses is technically a violation of this agreement. So your account could be canceled as a result. So that's really something to really think about. Additionally, by using your business card for personal spending, you lose one of the key benefits of getting a business credit card, keeping your business and personal expenses separately. You gotta really, they have to be segregated. So if you are thinking about getting a business credit card without a business, it's important to really understand the best business credit cards and what you can really use them for. So there is a range of different options out there. So you want to make sure that you pick the best business credit card for your needs. So you have a travel versus cashback business credit cards. You have a flat rate rewards or bonus categories. You have business credit cards with no annual fee because some business credit cards, they charge a fee. And you also have business credit cards with big sign-up bonuses. So what are your needs? Do you need a big sign-up bonus? Are you looking for a no annual fee business credit card? Or do you want to have a flat rate rewards or bonus categories? So some business credit cards offer flat rate rewards, which means what? You get the same cashback or points rate for all eligible purchases. This can mean a 2% cashback on purchases or 2 points per dollar spent on purchases. And also, if you go with a rewards credit card that has bonus categories, you will only get 1% back or 1 point on regular purchases, but you get a higher rewards rate on purchases in specific bonus categories. So with business credit cards, these bonus categories are often related to business expenses, perhaps travel, advertising, or phone and internet bill. And they may offer 3 points per dollar spent on up to a 5% cashback on those purchases. You can also explore travel business credit cards or cashback business credit cards. So you first want to decide whether you prefer to earn cashback rewards or travel rewards in the form of points or miles. Cashback is great. It's a great simple option for people who want rewards that are easy to redeem and don't travel often. However, if you do travel frequently, you might be able to squeeze more value out of a travel credit card, travel business credit card, as long as you learn how to score high value redemptions. And also, if you're looking for a big sign up bonus, so a big perk of getting approved for a business credit card is that you have a chance to qualify for a sign up bonus because business credit cards tend to come with some of the best credit card sign up bonuses out there. While this shouldn't be the only criterion you want to consider, a generous welcome bonus is actually certainly a tempting offer. So the bottom line here is that as long as you have good credit, it wouldn't be difficult to get a business credit card, even if you don't own a business. Okay, and often these credit cards offer even better perks and rewards than personal credit cards. So just make sure you are truthful in your credit card application. Don't try to really fudge. Don't lie on a credit card application, and because you're trying to really get a business credit card, and you realize that you do not actually fit the standard requirements. Okay. So bottom line here is that even if your small business is actually small or a micro business, having a business credit card to make large transactions, finance equipment or inventory, smooth out your cash flow and establish business credit may be actually worthwhile. And so if you are in the market for a business credit card, you want to start by checking out, you want to first start by checking out your credit report, your credit score rather. Check your credit score, and so you can check your credit report also for free once a year. So from Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, and so you want to see where you are at in terms of credit score. If you are in the market for a business credit card, you want to actually start by checking out your credit report, and you can really do so from for free. Well, from all those three credit bureaus, because the law allows you every year to actually check your credit report for free. The FCRA, you can check your credit report. Just go to a website called annualcreditreport.com. So once a year, you have the possibility to check where you are at in terms of your FICO score for free. And from there, you can choose the card with the most competitive interest rate, fees, and benefits, and actually give your business the credit it deserves. So there is a certain process that you have to really go through if you are trying to score a good business credit card with a reasonable limit, even if you don't have let's say a traditional business, a large enterprise. So in conclusion, to this conversation, I spoke to you about how to get a business credit card without a business. Okay. And so I explained to you the steps you need to really go through if you are trying to qualify for a business credit card this year without a traditional business. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.